YouTube, how are we doing today? Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Welcome into another episode. Boy, do we have some storylines for you today. CDL may or may not have leaked some super important information. We'll go through, we'll talk about all that. Adam Killa SLOSS, the Woo train, he might be making a return into the competitive Call of Duty scene. And last but not least, King Scump returned in the only way that he can really do it, going into map 5 against the New York Subliners. We're here, we're gonna break it all down for you, each and every storyline, starting with the leak from the Call of Duty League. So unfortunately, this was a really big mishap. As we go ahead and open up this tweet here, this is from CDL Intel. I'm sure everybody knows about CDL Intel. They're super huge in the community. But it says, are the games being played off stream? Looks like the website is still auto-updating the map results, map 1 spoiler. So this was tweeted at 2:53 p.m. For those of you that were watching the matches today, the Chicago match started at 3 o'clock. So if we're just kind of aligning things here, that means that these maps started early, right? And not that much early, maybe 20 or 30 minutes early, but they forgot that they automatically update from what's played on stream to their actual website. So let me show you that website real quick. If you were to go through and look at Call of Duty's website, if you go to their schedule and the match results, you get something like this, right? Where it's really great. They go through, they lay out each and every map, and normally there's a link on the right-hand side that says match details. So if you look at this one right here between Chicago and New York Subliners towards the bottom, if I take my cursor over here to the right, see how my arrow turns into a little hand? Well, there is a clickable link there. It's just gone. So they just took the text away that says match details. If you go ahead and click on it, you get this next black screen and there's nothing there. So all they did was simply remove this portion of the website. But essentially what was happening is this was still auto-updating from what was being played. So this user here, in a reply to CDL Intel, it's Nicholas24146393. He got these screen gaps, and if we go ahead and bring this up, you can see in the top left-hand corner, it says 3:12. So this was just 12 minutes after this match was supposed to start. Search and Destroy, the score is up there. Dom, the score is up there, right? Hardpoint, you can see New York won. Search and Destroy map is over. And this was at 3:12. Normally, if the broadcast starts at 3, it takes a little while to even get into the first map. So, man, I'll tell you, the YouTube chat was not friendly to these guys. It was super tough to watch here. So there was a leak here. Unfortunately, it was probably their biggest match so far. Everybody wants to tune in and see how Chicago does. They were able to take it down, but it still might have been leaked a little bit. The good news is there weren't any booters. So at least it was a fully competitive stream and there wasn't anybody knocked offline. There weren't any maps given away. But first storyline, a little bit of a leak there from the CDL. Next thing I want to talk about is Scump's reaction, because Scump absolutely went off. Let me go ahead. If you don't follow Cam Allen, I super urge you guys to go do it on Twitter. It's where I get a lot of my stats for a lot of my videos. So this right here is the stats from this weekend's matchup between Chicago Huntsmen and the New York Subliners. And if we look at overall KD, Arcides went negative. Envoy went negative. Formal went negative. Pristini went negative. Every single person from Chicago was negative except for Scump. Scump put up a 1.3. It's just one of those things, right? When the big time moments comes around, so does Scump. He had a 1.2 in hardpoint. He had a 1.8 in Search and Destroy. A lot of that did come from their Game 5 matchup. We're going to take you through some highlights in just a moment. He also had a 1.2 in Dom. If we look underneath below, Accuracy played really well. Attach played really well. Mac played really well. Temp and Zuma didn't have the best maps, but Zuma, he made a ton of plays in the respawns, had a 0.98 overall. But this just shows you the power of some of these pros, such as with Scump. When the lights are shining bright, sometimes these players just take over. That's what happened with Scump here. I want to go ahead and just show you this real quick. This is the end. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so that we can see it in full screen. But as I press play, I want you guys to be able to see the reaction here from Scump because it's just incredible. So we're going to hit play. You hear Lando in the background right there. And look at Scump in the top right-hand corner. This is what makes Scump who he is. This is why a lot of people love to watch him. He's freaking out. It's still going on. The map ended 20 seconds ago and he's still screaming. Unfortunately, you can't see his face, but man, he is absolutely going off, and this is why Scump has the following that he has. People love to see him freak out, and he just brings that energy. Arcides is cracking up. Envoy is cracking up. I wish I could see what Formal's doing, but look at Scump. He's still going off, man. I love it. Other thing that I want to go ahead and show you guys is I just want to show you a couple of the plays that Scump made because they were absolutely incredible. He was basically responsible for 2 of the round wins for Chicago. There was some help, right? Envoy helped in one, Arcides helped in another, but this was the second round. If we go ahead and hit play, we're going to come forward here. Mac's going to come in, and they're going to get a kill right here on Pristini. And if we look at the mini map in the bottom left-hand corner, we can see that it's a 2v4, Chicago in a 2v4. New York has bomb on the A bomb site. This is basically a round win, right? All you have to do is just trade out kills. You have the numbers. You have control of the site. It's ball game from there. As we press play, they're about to start getting the bomb down, and in just a moment, Scump gets out, gets a kill on Zuma, gets a kill on Tump, and then Arcides also gets a kill on Mac, and just like that, in a matter of 6 or 7 seconds, it goes from being a 2v4 to a 2v1. Attach is the only person left, and he has a sniper rifle, so what can he really do at this point in time? If you're Chicago, all you have to do is just play for trades, and eventually here in the next few seconds, Attach is going to push up towards bomb. He doesn't really have a choice but to try to plant, and right there, Scump gets the 3rd of the round. So just like that, Scump single-handedly, along with Arcides, Scump got 3, Arcides got 1. Next one that we want to go here and show you real quick, Envoy, Scump, and Formal in a 3v4. Again, they have control of bomb site. They have up. They're pushed up on the map. They got the bomb down. Scump's up here in top apartments. He looks down, gets the kill on Temp. At the same time, Envoy gets a kill on Zuma. And at this point in time, it goes from a 3v4 to a 2v2. Envoy's able to get that kill on Mac, and Attach, again, is the last one. Scump gets the nade. Another round. This is now 2 rounds that they took when they didn't have numbers. So if you take those 2 rounds, instead of being a 5-1, it would be a 3-3 round count, and who knows what happens in the latter half of this match. Last thing we want to talk about real quick, and I'm not sure I ever expected to see this coming, but if you tuned into the Huntsman pre-show, I can't believe it, but Killa might be making a return to competitive Call of Duty. Let's go ahead. Let's listen to this clip right here from Hex towards the end of this Huntsman pre-show.
Okay, here's another thing, okay? Why haven't I started a podcast for
Killa,
Bose and Killa? Bose, just Killa alone. You know what I'm gonna do, Matt? Everybody, Killa, if you're watching this, bang my line. I want to offer you a contract, okay? And I want you to deliver the news for us, okay?
Wow. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Bang my line, back to the desk. I'm going to change my shirt into a white one, but we'll see you back there. Guys, press 1 if you agree.
So just like that, some news that I can't say anybody would have expected. It just kind of came out of the blue. I will say that Killa did give a little bit of a tweet towards this. So if we go ahead and look at this tweet, about 9:23 p.m., so quite a few hours later after everything was over, the matches were over and all of that, Killa tweeted, "Should I stream some Rogue?" And in his replies, tweets_Brian says, "You better be signing that contract Hex offered you." And to that, Killa said, "Duh." So it seems to me like he knows, he's aware of the opportunity that's in front of him. I think it would be great to see him on the scene a little bit more. The interactions he could have with COD pros from the past and those from the present, I think it would make for some really good content. So with that, guys, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about these stories? CDL maybe with a little bit of a leak. King Scump coming back on the scene with a massive search and destroy. Maybe Killa comes back into the scene also. All of that, comments down below. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. With that, guys, thank you so much. Leave a like. We will see you in tomorrow's upload.